Michael.
Hello.
Tell us a little bit about your musical background.
I started playing guitar at the age of about 15 and then moved into Christchurch Jazz School where I studied a degree there for 3 years between 2009 and 11 and then moved to Dunedin where I became a full-time musician.
How can you be a full-time musician in Dunedin?
Pretty difficult, yeah. So I spend most of my time touring around New Zealand over the last few years, so lots of gigs, also different kind of income streams, so gigs and recording for other people and a bit of teaching and yeah.
Probably your best known project of the past, would you say, is the River Jesters?
Yeah, I'd say so. That's the one that I've toured with the most and released an album with, and it's been really cool project to be a part of actually.
And you were the guitarist?
Yeah, and the guitarist, yeah.
And the guitarist, and you also did the management actually, I can tell, from the Facebook group.
Yeah, that's right. Page. Yeah, for the most part, yeah. I mean, it's been a bit of a team effort with a lot of things, but in the earlier days, yeah.
Are the River Jesters still around? Is it?
Yeah. We just did a big festival down south and recently an Australian tour. So yeah, none of us would be able to call it quits really. We love it too much. Yeah.
Now you are here in Auckland because you're going to play solo.
Yeah.
As Michael Morris.
Yeah.
And
it's a bit scary, isn't it?
I was quite surprised seeing that the River Jesters sort of did fairly well. And got funding and commercial airplay and all of these things. So I was wondering about your solo material, why you didn't take it to the band.
Oh yeah, that's a good question. It's really quite different from what the band does. The River Jesters is quite a rocky party style band and really up and fun, and my music's kind of a little more reserved and not quite suited for a party. It's more suited for an intimate style show, so that's what I'm doing on this tour.
I'm just assuming that most people who watch this are either your friends and they know your music, or they might just be curious about who you are and what your music sounds like. While I will put a link to your music in the description of this video, can you maybe describe in your own words what your music sounds like, what genre?
Well, there's actually currently none available online, so I've just recorded an album myself which I'm about to release in the coming months. So it's what I'm doing live at the moment is an acoustic set. It's kind of a really psychedelic, quite dark style of rock, blues, folk blend. I've got quite a high, clean voice, and obviously the guitar is my main instrument, so it's quite guitar focused. The recordings, however, that I'm about to release are quite, they're fully orchestrated and fully produced, so they've got full band, drums, horns, bass, guitars, Queen style stacked vocals, so it's completely different actually to what I'm doing on this tour. It's just an experiment for the fun of it really, for me.
And it's going to be called Slow Loris.
The album, yeah, Slow Loris, yeah.
How come?
Because it's taken me a very long time to make it. I started recording it about 2 or 2.5 years ago, and I've been doing it in my bedroom for the most part. But it doesn't really sound like it, which is good. It sounds quite. I think it sounds quite good actually for a self-produced thing, and also I just think they're really cute, and they've got huge eyes like my glasses, you know. So yeah.
I read that the album will deal with disorientation, mortality, and overwhelming change.
Yeah.
Can you maybe elaborate a little bit on that? Because that sounds incredibly deep.
It is very deep actually, yeah. It's quite a sad album actually. It's from a wee while ago. Like I said, I wrote it a long time ago. I might have been a wee bit heartbroken at the time, you know. But yeah, it's kind of dealing with those situations that you find yourself in where change is completely out of your control and you're just being battered around by whatever's happening without really processing. So yeah, that's the change side of it and the overwhelming change, but also morality. So there's a bit of a conflict of rights and wrongs in the themes as well.
Yeah. Interesting. How many songs?
Well, originally it was 10, but I think, and then it went down to 8, and I think I'm actually whittling it down to 6.
So like an EP more like, or is it that epic?
It's pretty big, yeah. It's each song, the song's quite long, so it'll still be a 40-minute thing with, I'd say, with 6 tracks, or 35, yeah, somewhere around there.
Which radio station would play it?
Probably none.
Like not even the student radio stations?
I don't know. Probably, I don't actually suspect I'll have much luck with that. No, maybe some of them. It's really, it's pretty weird music actually. I think it's quite like, I don't know if anyone's going to like it at all.
I think it's an interesting and actually wonderful approach to music as an art, that you make it and you don't think about who will play it. You think about, what do I want it to be? That's exactly what I've really gone as far as I can with that this time, and it's been pretty it's been quite a roller coaster in terms of the self-doubt thing and being like, how far can I push these limits and come up with something that's actually, in my opinion, pretty weird and pretty strange and unconventional, but for the like you say, art over commercialism, and everything has its place. So that's right.
We'll see. It's an experiment for me.
And then I also read you're going to move overseas to release it.
Yes, I think so.
You think so? No plans in place?
Oh, I have plans to move. Yes. Yep. So I'm off to France in about a month now. Just after this tour. Yeah, I'm booked to go, which is really cool. I have to learn some French.
Oh my god, you don't know French?
I know like a few things.
Good luck.
Yeah, I know some basic
stuff.
They're so
flexible, the French.
Oh, I know, of course, yeah. I won't be in trouble at all. No, it'll be great. I'm really excited about that. Change will be cool.
What's the reason for moving? And of all places to France?
There's a few. I have a very lovely girlfriend over there. That's one, a catalyst. But I've been aiming for the European thing and to do some touring over there for quite a few years now. It's been high on my list, and this is just time to do it for me. So yeah, arguably I might have gone to the UK or something if the catalyst hasn't been there, but it's the stars of life.
It's a pretty big one.
Yeah. And yeah, just to try a new experience. Yeah.
Have you lined anything up musically for the move yet, for afterwards?
No, I really just haven't had any time to look into that yet. So my plan is to do it once I get there. Yeah.
Okay, where should people have a look out for the album once it comes out? Because right now it's all still a little bit vague.
Yeah, it's totally. Yeah, it's very vague. I realise. Yeah, it's going to be just through the usual channels of my Facebook page, YouTube.
What's your Facebook page?
Michael Morris NZ.
Easy peasy.
Easy, yeah.
I'll link that.
Yeah. By the way, Slow Loris rhymes with Michael Morris. Michael Morris, Slow Loris. Yeah.
See, they should play you on the radio just to be able to say that.
I know, yeah.
Isn't that an incentive?
Yeah. I mean, there's some big rock moments on it. So maybe the rock will play like 15 seconds of one of the most epic parts of it. And then...
radio edits.
Yeah. 15-second radio edits, yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Awesome. Thanks so much for having me. Cheers.